Hey, Southern Saskatchewan, it's James and Kyla back to answer some of your questions to the CEO. James, are you ready?
Absolutely, and Kyla, it was a great first session. Looking forward to answering everyone's questions.
How can you make your airport more pet-friendly?
Well, Kyla, I'm going to self-disclose right now. My wife and I, Melanie's her name, by the way, of 28 years, we have 5 indoor cats. So although we don't bring them to the airport, I'm a huge animal lover. As you may recall, we've made some big investments for the animal lovers out there, primarily for dogs, although we have other animals come to the airport from time to time. One of the areas I would encourage folks to check out when you're traveling next is we have a fantastic pet relief area past the security checkpoint. So we've got an area, for example, for your service animal or your animal that you're traveling with to use the washroom in peace at the airport terminal. We even provide some doggy bowls so you can take some water right back to your chair and hang out with your pet there. For those of you needing our front curb, I remind you we have a great pet relief area as well, right on the front curb by the grass or the snow, depending on the time of year. And finally, we've got a very pet-friendly policy. We just ask you keep your animal under control. I find that almost every dog owner that I've met, when asked to simply keep the dog under control, does a heck of a great job. So please just make sure you adhere to that in the terminal building. But beyond that, we're open to your suggestions. If you think we're missing anything that you need for your animal while you're here, we'd love to hear from you. But you've got relief areas, both pre and post security, and of course access to water for that lovely, lovely canine.
Great. Okay, this is my favorite question. What happens to my bag once I put it on the conveyor? Is it like Toy Story 2?
I think it's almost better than Toy Story 2 because it's real life. So when you put your bag on the conveyor after checking it in, this means putting your little bag tag on the bag itself, which we have those lovely kiosks that can do, or a human can help you if you don't want to use the computer. It basically goes in behind the airport counters into a vast array of baggage systems, including what looks like belts and basically different conveyors that get your bag where it needs to go. But prior to doing that, it goes through security screening. Got to make sure that everything in that bag is appropriate to travel. So in the event that your bag is, it gets dropped off by the men and women who put them on the baggage carousel carts and drive them out to the plane. But if the bag is not appropriate for travel, maybe they find something they need to double check, it goes into a little special room. We call that level 3 screening at the airport. And then they open up the bag and have a look to make sure it's safe for travel. So it is a pretty cool system, I gotta say. I've had an opportunity to tour it in the back end many times. It's very elaborate. It was installed in 2015 here at the airport, and we're real proud of it. But it gives us the ability to process almost 800 bags per hour, Kyla, which allows us to handle a great deal of volume, especially during those winter charter seasons when everybody has bags going to Mexico or other very exciting destinations.
Very cool. Can we get more halal food options?
Well, Kyla, as you know, being our manager of customer experience, we love to cater to a wide variety of audiences to the best of our ability. And one thing we're really proud of is our new 306 Bistro and Bar. And that's really helped us introduce some new menu items, as well as our Skyway Grill. And when it comes to halal specifically, I've actually got a couple favorites myself. I love the chicken wings that are available at 306 as an example, and they're fully halal. But I also understand we got some great pizza options as well as a few other menu items that you can simply ask for. What I'd encourage you to do is if you're looking for that type of menu option, simply at the register when you're looking to order, just ask the person working behind the counter what options are available that day, and they'll certainly walk you through it. But Kyla, one more time, those chicken wings are fantastic. So highly recommended if you're the one asking the question.
They are good. Okay, thank you, James. Last one. When does the next main terminal expansion happen?
Well, we're forever looking for opportunity for staged and improved growth. And we have recently undergone some renovations, as you know, with our newest property, the 306 Bistro and Bar, to provide better food service. But you're going to notice some incremental changes even happening this year. And Kyla, one you've been directly involved with to make our passenger hold area much more user-friendly by adding seats near the Tim Hortons and the Skyway Grill. And then coming into this winter, customers are going to notice behind gates 6, 7, and 8. So this is the side of the building with the 306. We're going to see some new expanded footprint, meaning we're moving some walls, we're changing where the exit is, and it's going to create a much better passenger experience when you're traveling on that side of the terminal. Now when it comes to the next big expansion, next year, and Kyla, I can't wait for you to be a part of this, our team will be undergoing an airport master plan. What this means is the next 10 years, we're going to look out at our requirements based on our projected growth. We're hoping to have more passengers using this terminal with more flights. And as a result of those new passengers that we expect to have, we're going to have to slowly build out the facility while still being mindful of cost. You know, I wish we could keep our fees the same forever, Kyla, but it's going to cost some money. But we're going to make sure we invest that wisely with a guided master plan. So stay tuned for more. I hope we'll do more videos when we release some of that information, but we're doing the planning next year. We're going to start seeing some of those improvements starting as early as 2027.
I'm very excited for what's to come. Okay, that's all for today. We're always open for more questions or feedback. You can drop it below or head to our website.
Thanks.